Hello, Ultranights Gaming here, and today obviously doing the heavy support section for Space Marines, and a new entry for Space Marine Codex, the stormraven gunship. Now, I've played against these quite a lot. I've even proxied one in recently so I can get the grips of the unit. I've seen them a lot in tournaments, played against them a lot in tournaments, and I have seen them a lot on YouTube, etc. So I've got grips of them a little bit. And I'll probably update this one when I've got my two that I've already ordered. But this is my general gist of them. They're a transport. They have to be moving. They need to be moving up to the enemy board edge. Okay, they need that 4-up cover safe in 6th edition, which I'm assuming most people are playing by now. They need it. Without it, they're a large target. They can't be taken off their large base. They're going to be quite high. They're not getting cover saves. They're going to be hit. And they're probably going to be brought down. They are gunboats, but a point sink at that. They have, you can put plasma cannons on them to deal with Terminators. Las cannons, assault cannons, all free melters, power machine spirit that into something. Really effective. Then you got your old your hurricane bolts, your storm strikes, your blood strike missiles, I believe they're called, which is the Blood Angel variant of the storm strike. And you got your mind strike for Grey Knights. Real gunboats. Problem with them is, you can't really play them like that anymore, especially not on tourney lists. I mean, when I first fielded it, I sat it back. I fired all of its guns. I'm talking 4 Mind Strike missiles, or Storm Strike missiles. I fired off a Las Cannon shot, 6 Hurricane Bolt shots at its maximum range, and I think I fired off the Heavy Bolter, which I proxied on it because I just didn't put a melter on it. And it killed a lot. And then it died, because the player thought, which is Adam, he thought, wow, that thing's going to hurt my Grey Knights, it's coming down. And he did. Brought it down like that. No cover save, it's really open, everything in his army could see it, it's not good. Okay? Tactics I would use for it is give it that Dreadnought, give it that 10-man squad, or 5-man Terminator squad. Give it to him, okay? Or 10-man Terminator squad. Give it to him. He needs it. Throw him up the board. Okay, he gets 4-up cover save, brilliant. Get in the enemy's face, he's going to fire off a few guns, power machine spirit, etc. He's going to be doing a lot of damage. Drop out the men, because you can grab, shoot, and insert them, which basically means you use a deep strike behind the stormraven. Get them in the enemy face. The enemy aren't going to like that, because not only now they have to deal with this stormraven, which they can deal with if they put enough firepower into it, but you've got the chance to save it. They've also got to now deal with a dreadnought, which bit nerfed in 6th, but still. And they've got to deal with 10 men, or tactical men, that could have melter bombs, probably got a rocket launcher, a flamer, that sort of thing, Most armies aren't going to like that. Most armies. Some armies like Tyranids, etc., they're going to have a problem with dealing with it. Certainly Tyranids don't like flies particularly much, but, they're not going to find the infantry too hard to deal with. But, what you can do, you're fighting Tyranids to deal with it. Now, that's pretty much how I employ them, and I've seen them employed. I fought against a Drago wingless just a few weeks ago in the tourney, where he employed 2 Stormravens. They were hard, but they weren't that hard. I brought them down round 2, and it took the other one down round 4, I think it was. I lost because I put too much fire into them. These paladins are hard. I didn't bring anything to really to deal with them. I should have brought a Vindicator. I didn't. I didn't think I would be fighting something with that much armor saves, etc. I would have just annihilated them with Vindicator because of how he dropped them halfway in the middle of the board and then ran them because he thought he was going to lose his Stormravens, which is stupid. That he wanted to be able to assault, which, whatever, every man's for his own. And, I lost the game, but that's irrelevant. Thing is, they're hard to bring down, but you can get lucky hits. The round 2 one, it wasn't hard. I just shot a Las Cannon off into it from a Predator, and it came down. Failed its armor save, destroyed. They are easy to kill. They're only armor 12. It's better than a Storm Talon, but, it's not quite Thunderhawk, is it? Still, they are good at what they do. If you use them properly and you're lucky, good dice rolls in the day, very good unit. Very viable. Point sink, so go careful. Don't give it all your Hurricane Bolters. Don't give it all the upgrades like that. It's not worth it. Don't give it Typhoons. You don't need them. Okay, you've got Mind Strike missiles or Storm Strike missiles. You don't need those Typhoons. 25 points, save it put melter bombs on squads or something. Simple. That's pretty much the stormraven in a nutshell. Now, tactics. Let's talk tactics. Obviously, I don't have my models for it because I just ordered them. But let's say this here is your stormraven, yeah? Simple. Okay. And let's say this is your storm talon. Okay. Stormraven probably a little bit higher than this, if not the same height. And let's say this is your other storm talon. Now, see, this is your stormraven. It's going to be, flying up the board. These guys can match its speed pretty easily. Now, if you want to gunship it, simple way to do it. Okay, move him in front of it, turn him inwards. He's got line of sight on something. Anything else in the army, because chances are he's going to kill what he's shooting at. Okay, so let me show you that. So you position him like that. Okay, he's got line of sight on whatever he's shooting at. He's going to kill it probably. If he's gunboating, which is why he stays still, he's shooting. Anything shooting in has to go through storm talons, which aren't hard. They're armor 11, 130 points. If you give them the base loadout, but this guy's 260 odd points or something like that, 230 odd points. If you're giving him the hurricane bolters, which is what you will if you're gunboating him. Yeah. Not only that, he gets his cover save, which is what he wants. He's totally obscured from any angle. Obviously, he's a bit bigger, which is good because they will be able to see him, but he will be able to shoot back, etc. Yeah, that's the real best way to keep it, alive. I can see if you're gunboating it, because otherwise you won't get him cover save. It's very hard to hide a storm. Well, it's impossible with the Games Workshop terrain. It's pretty much impossible to hide a stormraven. But if you're using custom terrain, you can get away with it. I have in the past, but certainly this is the only way I've managed to hide it effectively and give it its cover save to keep it shooting. But main time, if you've got one of these, load it up, use it like a land raider, just get it in the enemy's face. That's what it's good for. Right. That is pretty much it on the stormraven. I mean, like I say, I'll probably update this video in a little while because I haven't fielded it that much. I have ordered 2 for my ultramarine chapter, and I will be fielding them, and I'll probably put a bat wrap up with them in, and I'll probably show you how I use them. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and cheers.